And what's good? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys join on the stream here, being a part here tonight on Behind the Arc Basketball. We got play-by-play, two big matchups going on tonight. It is part of the Champions Classic taking place in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And we should have some great matchups throughout the course of the night. Awesome basketball for the second week of the season. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys back on board being a part here tonight on the channel. First game tonight, number 4 ranked Kentucky taking on Michigan State on neutral floor in Indianapolis. Ashton, Ty, Bradley, Michael, welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks so much for joining in, being a part here on this one with a big game going down. Vegas, welcome back, brother. Jeannie, welcome on board once again. Michigan State just outside the top 25. They're the only team out of the 4 playing tonight that didn't get inside the top 25. They lost by 1 against Gonzaga. I was kind of shocked that they didn't make it inside the top 25. They lost by 1 against Gonzaga, the last game that they covered for a stream on Friday night on Veterans Day on the Battleship, and it was 64-63 final score. Northern Arizona played against Michigan State first game. It was Michigan State winning 73-55, the final against Northern Arizona. Kentucky coming off 2 wins against Howard in their opener, 95-63, and against Duquesne in their second game, 77-52. Yeah, definitely a work in progress, man. Yikes. Trailing by 13 against App State. Yeah, hopefully brighter days ahead for your team, man. At least you guys will be able to beat BC, I'd hope. BC lost to Maine yesterday. I think BC's got a bunch of seniors on their team this season, too. They barely beat Cornell in their opener. So, based on the scores to start off the season, a loss by 1 against Bellarmine is certainly better than a loss against Maine by more than 1 point. Hey, there you go. That's awesome, Jeannie. Winning a nice parlay there with that game on the carrier, Gonzaga, Michigan State. Duke will take on Kansas. That's the big game tonight. Game number 2 a little bit later, around 9:30 p.m. Landon, welcome back to the streamer, bud. Big win for Providence. Doesn't shock me there. Took care of business. Beat Stonehill. Thanks so much for the update there, Vegas. Yeah, I'm going up to Connecticut to see Providence play this weekend. I'm there on Sunday. I'm seeing Providence take on whoever they play, St. Louis, Miami, or Maryland. They'll play one of those 3 teams on Sunday. It's part of the National Basketball Hall of Fame tip-off that they do out in Uncasville, Connecticut. It's at Mohegan Sun. So it should be it's 2 games. Should be a great time there, and 4 pretty good teams this season. I'm just getting caught up in scores right now, so we got a lot of games going on. Northwestern taking on Georgetown at the moment for games in progress. Auburn just tipped off against Winthrop. West Virginia hosting Morehead State tonight. Yeah, this should be a really good game. Michigan State's got a good amount of experience back in their roster from last season for their team, and they're coming off a tough 1-point loss against Gonzaga. Wouldn't shock me, though, if they start out like cold shooting in this game, because you have to make the adjustment from the last game they played outdoors to now being played where you're typically going to play 99.999% of the time in an arena. There was a Stanford against Wisconsin game that played out on the baseball diamond at the Brewers Stadium. Woo Pig, welcome back on the stream, man. Mario, welcome back on board. I'm going to go Kentucky in this game. I think it's going to be a close game, though. I'll go Kentucky by 3. I saw Kentucky was a favorite by 7 points. Yeah, Oscar Sheway back for tonight's game here. National Player of the Year coming back. Missed the first 2 games of the season. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to get rolling in a couple minutes from now, tipping off. Behind the Arc fan, welcome back in, brother. Hope all is going well there. Kentucky going to go in the blue uniforms, white numbers, white letters for this matchup. Going to tip off in just a moment. Starters tonight for this game look like this. For Kentucky, C.J. Frederick, Kaysen Wallace, Jacob Toppin, Chris Livingston, and Lance Ware. Oscar Tshiebwe will come off the bench to start off today's game. And then for Michigan State, Tyson Walker, A.J. Hogarth, Joey Hauser, Malik Hall, and Matty Sissoko. Sissoko had a great first half against Gonzaga with 14 points, 9 rebounds. Michigan State, white uniforms, green numbers, green letters for this matchup. Always a great matchup in the Champions Classic. I remember, I think it was the one from 2019. Yeah, it was 2019 going into the 20 season. 2019, the one where Tyrese Maxey drilled a 3. And it was at the corner, and it sent it into overtime, and Kentucky won. We're underway. Michigan State left to right on the floor controls the opening tip. Hauser passes down low, right block into the hands to Sissoko. Backs his way, pivot, turn around, got it. Matty Sissoko on a roll last game against Gonzaga. Quick bucket 20 seconds in. James, welcome back in the stream. I hope so, man. Schedule gets significantly tougher for the Celtics coming up, and looking forward to seeing if they can keep on pulling off big win after big win. Missed 3 off the front iron by Kentucky. Nice hustle play. Steals it away, though. Back in a dunk by Kaysen Wallace to redeem himself after the missed shot. That's a great hustle play by Wallace. Second possession now for Michigan State. Cross the midcourt line. Walker at the wing. Up fake towards his left. Defended by Frederick. Moves it on top to Hauser. Passes to the left wing, Hogarth. Hogarth on top, Hauser. Dumps it out to the corner, Walker, 8 on the shot clock. Walker defended on the outside by Ware, now switch guarded by Jacob Toppin. At the baseline, nothing much there. Pass out to the top, shot clock winding down. Hogarth with a 3, straightaway missed. Offensive rebound, 1 dribble, power move inside, missed the layup. Too tall off the glass by Malik Hall. Kentucky with a defensive board. 18.5 left to go in the first. Wildcats going to slow it down top of the key. Wallace now, the main ball handler at the top. Lobs it over to Ware. Ware around the perimeter, handoff Frederick towards his left. Swings it out to the wing, into the hands to Livingston towards his right. Livingston, top 15 recruit, now at the baseline with Jacob Toppin. Fall away, tough shot, Toppin. Oh, he hits it. Jacob Toppin, money on that. That's a tough shot. Turnaround, hand in the face. Kentucky up 4-2. Jacob Toppin played 1 season at URI, younger brother of Obi Toppin from the Knicks, and transferred to Kentucky. And Coach Cal saying that Jacob Toppin in the offseason, he thought that he could be a breakout player this year. Really like what he could see in the offseason. That's a wedgie by Michigan State on the 3. Got stuck between the backboard and the right corner of the rim, and it's going to result in Kentucky possession. So possession now, arrow goes to Kentucky. 2:15 into the game, 17:45 in the first. Tough shot again, baseline, Toppin that time missed it off the fall away. Hogarth lost the handle. Battle for the loose basketball. Kentucky comes out with a steal. Bill, welcome back in the stream here, man. Hey, best of luck there. Yeah, I think this game's going to be close tonight, considering how Gonzaga played on Friday. Fall-away 3, Frederick missed off the back rim, rebound collected by Walker. Walker takes up the floor for Michigan State, 17-10 left to go in the first. Over to the wing, Hauser, handoff to Hall. They're going to slow it down with under 20 in the shot clock. Hogarth at the top of the key. Lob down low, turnaround jumper, 14-footer off the back rim, missed by Sissoko, defensive board pulled down by Livingston. Frederick up the floor finds Wallace, out to the wing, it goes to Livingston. Into the hands to Wallace once again, 16:45 left to go in the first. Bobble ball, and that's a turnover. Poor execution right there by Kentucky, in and out of the hands of Livingston, turns it over. First turnover of the game by Kentucky. Alex, welcome to Streamer, man. After Thanksgiving, probably, I'll be probably streaming more after Thanksgiving. This is my... Tonight, I've got this game and then Duke and Kansas, so I'll be covering both of the Champions Classic games. After tonight, next stream will be after Thanksgiving, because I got a big week, and the guy today reached out and asked for me to cover the Massachusetts State Championships for women's volleyball this weekend. So I got a quadruple header on Saturday. And then I got a football game I'm covering for high school football on Thanksgiving too. 16 minutes left to go. Approaching the mark, to the wing it goes. Driving down low, Livingston floats it up off the front rim. Rebound collected by number 0, Jackson Kohler. Good pupper. Welcome back in the stream. Jacob, thanks so much for stopping by, man. Baseline drive, backdoor, layup, good, up and in. Off the glass, slow start offensively, but Malik Hall. Nice drive. Yeah, so Duke and Kansas will be the next stream after this one tonight. That will be on, it will be on ESPN. So these games are on ESPN tonight for both of them. 3 straight away, missed off the bottom left part of the backboard by Frederick. Michigan State takes up the floor. Slow start in this game for both of these teams offensively. Using a lot of the clock, this time Hauser kicks it out to the corner. 3 on its way. Walker spun around the rim and out. And the rebound controlled by Kentucky. Jacob Toppin driving. Pro hop in the paint. Floats up the mid-range floater. He's got it. 4 to 6 so far through Jacob Toppin. DD, welcome back on the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, Cavs are rolling this season. Hey, thanks so much, Jacob. Appreciate it, man. First time out of the game, 14:55 left to go in the first half. We got ourselves a really good start tonight here. Competitive action. Both of these teams struggling, though, offensively. We got a lot of hustling on both sides of the floor. It's turned out to be a gritty defensive battle in the first 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, so Jacob Toppin's Obi Toppin's younger brother. Yeah, Jacob Toppin looking really good right now. He hit 2 solid shots, both of them tough with difficulty that he hit. One of them was a ridiculous fall-away turnaround for a deep 2, and then he just hit a mid-range floater. Yeah, because beginning out, when he first played at Kentucky, he was, like, limited in his game for Jacob Toppin, but he has really grown. And Coach Cal had said it in the offseason about him, how he has grown his game. And right now, what I've seen through the first 5 minutes, oh, yeah. Jacob Toppin, by far, best player in the game so far. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. This is from... Oh, that's for the next game, that's why. There we go. That's for Kansas, who's 6 on the next one. Taking on number 7, Duke. Hey, welcome into the membership. We got DD out to the membership. Let's get that member hype out on the stream for DD. Yeah, this season's been quite surprising with, like, a lot of stuff that's gone on. TCU lost yesterday. It's been a lot of, like, bigger name schools. Florida State's lost to 3 schools that's in lower divisions, like not any Power 5s. URI lost to Quinnipiac last week, and BC lost to Maine yesterday. So, yeah, it's a lot of teams getting upset. Yeah, Coppin State, Grambling. Grambling beat Colorado, and then Colorado beat Tennessee. All right, so we head back to action. 14:40 left to go on the clock. 6-4 to score coming out of the timeout. Kentucky with a possession, lob down low. Oscar Sheway, first time into the game. Turnaround jumper missed off the back rim. Rebound collected by Joey Hauser. Brooks, Walker, Akins, Hauser, and Sissoko, 5 out on the floor for Michigan State. Kentucky goes with Xavier Wheeler getting his first playing time tonight. Damian Collins. Kaysen Wallace still out on the floor. Oscar Sheway, and also they got Antonio Reeves out there as well. Michigan State down low, couldn't put that one through, and the rebound goes back to Kentucky. 14 minutes left to go, deflecting the outside. Wheeler able to pick it up though. Slides it over to Wallace. Wallace going to slow it down, 15 on the shot clock. Wallace attacking the paint, drives, floats up the runner, missed off the back rim, offensive rebound. The king of the boards puts it back and through. Oscar Sheway, double machine last season. Offensive rebound, put back is good. First bucket in the new season by Sheway with 13:35 remaining. Brooks passes out to the top. Towards the right wing, it's Akins. Up fake Hauser, dribbles inside the key pro hop. Hauser forces one up. Poor look there by Hauser. Just fell away, took a jumper off the front rim. It went. Rebound with the Sheway. Transition 3, Kentucky. Off rim short, no good. Battle for the rebound. Thrown away, stolen away. 3-on-1, shovel to Collins. Collins gets fouled. Yeah, that's just a bad decision. Jaden Akins saving that basketball at the baseline. Just tosses it away. And Kentucky got the possession right back. So I'll be doing the next game as well, Kansas against Duke. So we're welcoming Chicago Bulls 123 back on the stream. BKL, welcome on the channel here, man. Yo, wishing John Shire the best of luck. First 2 games looked really good for Duke. They destroyed both of their opponents the first 2 games. Yeah, this Duke's one of the teams that stuck out to me so far. 2 teams that's really stuck out to me have to be how they started Baylor and Houston. Both of those teams destroying their opponents in the first 2 games. Under 13 remaining, Kentucky made the free throw. Second one no good. They got the offensive rebound off the second miss. Wallace out to the wing. 3 on its way. Missed off the back rim by Wallace. 12:40 left to go in the first. Michigan State with a possession. And we get a whistle. Reach and fall committed by Damian Collins. Man, compared to what I was covering last week, seems like this game slowed down a ton. 12:38 left to go in the first. Michigan State gets the inbound, trailing by 5. Jaden Akins at the wing. Spin move on Frederick. Bounce pass. Low block to Sissoko. Bobble the ball as we got a reach and fall. And it's going to be assessed to Sheway, his first. Michigan State with an inbound. 12:20 left to go in the first. Malik Hall at the wing. They're 0 for 5 in their last 5 shots from the floor. Bounce pass Hogarth. Swings it down low. Turnaround Sissoko. Missed off the front rim. Rebound collected by Sheway. Sheway making a big impact on the glass. 4 rebounds so far in 2 minutes. Did have a fall on the rebound, though. It's going to be on Sheway off the travel. They called him on the travel after the rebound. So turnover, Kentucky goes right back to Michigan State. What's good, Arku? Welcome on the stream. Thanks so much for joining in here, man. Akins gets the inbound. 12 minutes left to go. Akins puts the ball into the hands to Walker. Walker defended by Frederick on the outside. Blow by, floats up the runner. It's good. Lets it drop through. They really needed the bucket. They were on a big-time scoring drought for like the past 4+ minutes. Kentucky with a possession up by 3. Low-scoring game between these two teams right now. Kentucky 31% shooting. Michigan State at 25. Antonio Reeves inside the key. Floats it up and he draws the foul. It's going to be charged to Walker. Yeah, I'm not sure. So it looks like Derek Lively, I don't think he's going to play tonight, but it looks like he's moving in the right direction to be playing soon. Yeah, it doesn't have much information if he's going to play tonight. But I saw one of the articles, looks like it's trending in the right direction for him to be playing soon, coming up for Duke. So media timeout on the floor, 9-6 the score. Yeah, Oscar Tshiebwe and Jacob Toppin right now, by far look like the best players in this game. Avery, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, it's only a 3-point game, but some of these games, one team is down by 3 or 2 points, and it seems like it's a mile to get back into the game because of how long the scoring droughts have been. Yeah, Gonzaga's overhyped too much. We saw that on Friday. That team is basically all Drew Timme. Drew Timme took that team to victory. If they didn't run the offense in the second half through Drew Timme, they wouldn't have won. I think they're missing out a lot about point guard play for this season. That it's tough to replace because last 2 years they had Jalen Suggs and Andrew Nembhard. And when you get into the tournament, definitely need to control the basketball and not turn it over. And I think on Friday, turnovers were a big part of the problem for Gonzaga. Yeah, Houston's destroying everybody. Yeah, one thing that's really stuck out is Houston and Baylor. Both of those teams destroying everyone. And I remember it's like that. It's been like that for the last couple seasons. I remember there was a Houston versus Texas Tech game from 2 years ago, and Houston didn't score a single field goal for over 12 minutes, and they still won by double digits. They went to the free throw line I think they attempted 20 straight free throws in the last 10 minutes of the game or something. Both of the shots good at the free throw line for Kentucky by Antonio Reeves, the transfer from Illinois State. He's made a really big impact so far this season. Came into the game averaging 20 the first 2 games of the season with 18 and 22. 5-point game. Hogard inside the key working on Tshiebwe, low right block. And Hogard called in the travel. Yeah, North Carolina's struggling. UNC and TCU, those were the 2 teams that basically retained their entire roster from last year. And I know TCU was without 2 of their key players yesterday, but they lost yesterday. And they almost lost against Arkansas Pine Bluff in their season opener. Michigan State comes out with a steal, attacking inside the paint. Missed the layup off the glass, tipped over to Akins again. Takes the jumper, connects on it that time. It's a lucky possession for Michigan State, able to get the tip right back. Right place, right time by Akins. Wheeler attacks inside. Dump off. Tshiebwe gets the bucket. Count it. And the fall as well. Xavier Wheeler creating for his own teammates. We see right there the simple shovel right behind number 15 of Michigan State, Carson Cooper. So they brought in the first-year center into the game, and Wheeler just banked it up over him and got Cooper to pick up the foul. Free throw, and it's good by Sheway. Six-point lead for Kentucky, 10.5 left to go in the first. And Kentucky called in the foul. It's away from the basketball, picked up by Xavier Wheeler. That's going to be Wheeler's first. Dennis, welcome to the stream, man. 10.5 left to go. Michigan State gets the inbounds. Out to the wing, Jaden Akins. Akins drives baseline, burst of speed, wrap around. He's got it. Great layup right there by Jaden Akins to score. Shovel at the top, Wheeler. Gives it over to Frederick, sharpshooter from Iowa. Missed off the back rim, crashing the glass. Defensive rebound, pulled down by Hogard, plus the foul. Kentucky over the back call. It's picked up on Jacob Toppin, his first. We got 10:09 left to go in the first right now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA games here on the channel. Inbound in the backcourt for Michigan State. As we approach the 10-minute mark left to go. This game's on ESPN if you guys are looking for the actual channel. Missed three off the mark by Akins. He was left wide open. Kentucky with a possession, top of the key, up fake Toppin. Moves it out to his right into the hands to Wheeler. Wheeler back outside to Toppin. Toppin with a quick four to start off the game in the first 6 minutes. Wheeler drives down the lane with the left hand. Scoop score up and in off the backboard. It's good. 16-10, Xavier Wheeler, Oscar Sheway, both coming off the bench today. As that bucket down low, that's banked in, up and through for two. Malik Call, count it, and one. One shot coming up at the free throw line now. This is for Michigan State twin Malik Hall. Yeah, not really a surprise right there. Appalachian State beating Louisville. It's gonna be a long season for Louisville. Free throw is good. Under 9.5 left to go. Kentucky with a possession. Top of the key, Wheeler going to slow down the offense. He's got Toppin. Waller's out into the game. Pick set. Wheeler drives. No good. Tip in. It's good, though, by Lance Ware. Ware and Frederick, the other two out on the floor. Xavier Wheeler, strong driver. He can drive to the rim or he could kick it out to the corner as well. Michigan State with a possession. Cross-court pass. 9 minutes left to go. Akins flings it out on top. Hauser. Lob down low. Hall bobbles the pass. Turns it over. Here goes Kentucky with a possession. Looking to push it. Over to Wheeler. At the elbow. On top. Up fake. It's Toppin. Toppin towards his right and the outside. Gives it over to Livingston. Into the hands to Wheeler. Attacking inside the paint. He's got the bucket. Slips past Akins to the cut for two by Xavier Wheeler. Wheeler making a big impact ever since he's checked into the floor. Jumper from three, missed around the rim and out by Hauser. Offensive rebound controlled by Akins. And we got a whistle here. It's going to be picked up on Jacob Toppin on the fall, his second on the battle for the rebound. Right now, Xavier Wheeler, 4 points and an assist in 6 minutes in this game so far. And welcome back on the stream here, man. Yeah, their defense looking solid so far. So that would be number 7 on Kentucky with Toppin's second personal foul. Yeah, looking right now at the monitor on the last call, it looks like. Oh, yeah, it's a shove by Toppin as Akins came down with a rebound. Toppin shoved him right from behind. He tried to put his hands back, but he got called right on the shove. So, going up for that rebound, shoved him right towards the baseline. So, inside a bonus now, 1-1 for Jaden Akins for Michigan State. First one's good. SEC looking good tonight. Auburn up over Winthrop, currently 24-15. Georgetown Northwestern 35-33. That game's at halftime. It's a pretty good matchup between those two teams at the bottom of their conference last season. Second free throw good by Akins. Jaden Akins gonna check out of the game now. Tyson Walker back in for Michigan State. Out to the corner. Inside the key, it goes to number 4, Damian Collins. Moves it back outside to Wheeler. 14 on the shot clock, Wheeler. Over to Collins. Collins jumper at the left elbow. It's up. Missed off the back rim, defended by Hauser. Hauser comes out with a defensive rebound. Michigan State on the perimeter. Walker to Hauser towards his right around the perimeter. Hauser passes back outside into the hands to Hogard. Pick gets set by Sissoko. Hogard lobs it off to Sissoko. Hand back. Hand off to Hogard. Swings it out to the wing. 3 on its way. Catch and fire. It's good. Tyson Walker delivers the triple from A.J. Hogard. We got a game right now. 2-point game. At the moment, that's a big-time 3. First 3 made of the game. Kentucky 0 for 6. Michigan State 1 for 7 with Tyson Walker's triple. Rebound collected as well by Michigan State by Sissoko. Under 7.5 left to go before halftime. Spartans with a possession on top. Sissoko hands it off to Hogard. Hogard rolling. Cross-court pass. Here's a 3 at the corner. And it's good again. That's Hauser. Lights it up from the corner. Michigan State takes the lead. Back-to-back 3s. Timeout taken on the floor by Coach Cal. Nice possession there by Michigan State. Had a lot going on. There was the pick and roll with Matty Sissoko rolling down to the hoop. And it drew a lot of attention with a lot of blue uniforms in the area, but instead A.J. Hogard drove, attacked, kicked it out to the corner. And that was where Joey Hauser was off the kick, and open 3, drilled it. Yeah, I was shocked to see Michigan State wasn't ranked, despite losing against Gonzaga. I thought that they just lost by 1 against the number 2 team, that they should be able to be ranked in there. And you got Tennessee, who's got 1 loss in the season, who's still ranked when Colorado had a loss prior to that. Colorado had lost to Grambling, and then they go to Tennessee and beat them by 12. Yeah, this year's been all over the map the first week. Six points off the bench by Jaden Akins as he leads all scores tonight in the game. Also got 3 rebounds. 5 points by Tyson Walker with a big-time 3 he delivered. And then 5 as well by Malik Hall for Kentucky. Top scorer, 5 points off the bench by Oscar Shibwe with 4 rebounds. And then 4 points by Jacob Toppin. 4 points by Severe Wheeler from the bench, too, with 1 assist. What's good, Ricky? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in, man. JB, welcome back on the channel, brother. Yeah, big game for you. Gonna get that 50 burger tomorrow. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA games. Right now on a timeout, we got 7:12 remaining. Michigan State part of an 8-zip run that they're on currently. Other scores going on throughout college hoops in the moment. Auburn leading Winthrop 26-20. App State leading Louisville 50-43. That game approaching 10 minutes left to go in the second half. Georgetown up at the half over Northwestern 35-33. Maryland destroying Binghamton today. 31-8. Maryland's up in that game. St. John's tied with Central Connecticut State at 30 right now, with about 4 minutes left to go before halftime. St. John's, that would be a tough one if they do drop that against a Central Connecticut State team at the very bottom of all college basketball. Temple is beating Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, I think, lost both of their games in the first week, whereas Temple knocked off Villanova on Friday. Wow, Syracuse losing by 13 at home against Colgate, 33-20. So yeah, tough when you are losing by double digits to a mid-major. Colgate's a pretty good mid-major team, though, for them. They've been to the NCAA tournament 2 times within the past 3 seasons for them, and they played both of their games, close games in the first round. Honestly, I thought they were going to beat Wisconsin in that first round game last year. That was close. Third time they could very well break through. West Virginia leading Morehead State by 20-19. That's a rematch of the first round game back in the tournament. That was from 2021. Back to action here, down by 1. Oscar Tshiebwe back into the lineup as he scores up and in off the backboard with a quick bucket. 7 points, 4 rebounds. Has only been on the court to play for 4 minutes so far by Tshiebwe. Michigan State top of the key, handoff to Walker, made a 3 before the last timeout. Into the hands to Hauser, made the last 3. Hauser drives inside the key, spin move, floats one up off the back rim, no good. There's Big O for the defensive rebound. Up the floor, into the hands to Wheeler. Wheeler going to slow it down on the outside for Kentucky. 12 on the shot clock for Wheeler. Into the hands of Tshiebwe around the perimeter, hands it off to Wallace. Wallace, top of the key, gives it out to the corner. At the elbow, up fake, bounce pass down low. Wheeler over to Tshiebwe, turned around, missed off the glass, no good by Tshiebwe, and a rebound collected by Michigan State. Under 6 minutes left to go, we got a 1-point game currently. Malik Hall moves it over to Hauser, down at the low right block. Sissoko working on Tshiebwe one-on-one. Sissoko moves it out to the corner, 3 on its way. Hall got knocked down, no call, tipped up to Tshiebwe with a defensive rebound. Up the floor now with Wheeler, slides it off to Collins. Up fake around the wing, hand off Wheeler, top of the key. Out to the right wing, Collins back into the hands to Wheeler. 5:20 left to go before half. Wheeler, kick out, corner, 3 on its way. Kentucky, that's good. Kaysen Wallace knocks down the triple. Great job there by Severe Wheeler as he got the defense to budge off a double team as he drove to the elbow, kicked it out to the corner. Here's Hauser, who will launch from deep. Oh, he hits it. Sam Hauser, straightaway 3 as they draw 1-1 again. Purdue taking on Marquette tonight. That's actually a pretty good game. Baseline drive, Wheeler. Kick out corner for Kentucky. Floating up a runner. Bounces in. They're not going to get the bucket, though. Offensive foul. Tyson Walker takes the charge. And that's going to be called on number 12 of Kentucky. That is Antonio Reeves, who runs right over Tyson Walker. So Reeves got the bucket. They will not count it, though. Dennis to the membership. Let's get that member hype on the stream for I Am Ghost. Guys, the legend on the channel. Ahmad, thanks so much for joining in. After this one, I'll be covering Duke against Kansas. Feel free to stop on by. We'll tip off around 9:30 tonight. Right to the cup. That's good for the layup. A.J. Hogard takes it the distance. Joe, best of luck there. I'm going to go Duke tonight in that game. I think it's going to be close. I'll take Duke. Duke looking impressive after their first 2 games. I know Kansas lost a good amount of their experience in the offseason. Rattles in. 3 goes down. Redemption by Antonio Reeves. Reeves, the top scorer in Kentucky this season through 2 games, came in averaging 20. And that's a steal. Stolen away by Cason Wallace, who has made a big impact down the floor defensively. Off fake Collins at the wing. Collins defended by Hauser. 3.5 left to go. Into the hands to Wallace. Wallace has been great defensively. It says on right now in the box that he's got 5 steals at the moment. Jumper, fall away, missed off the bottom right part of the glass. Back into the hands to Wallace, though. He'll try again, attacking the paint. Draws a double team. Shovel over to Sheway, and he dunks it. Beautiful dime there by Cason Wallace, finding Oscar Sheway for the slam. Big O just making a major impact ever since he's been on the floor. 9.6 rebounds for Sheway, and he's been playing 9 minutes of court time so far. Hogard at the elbow, offensive foul. Away from the basketball goes Antonio Reeves. Down in the hardwood, got pushed down. That's by number 12 of Michigan State. That's by 22 of Michigan State, Matty Sissoko. It's been a really good game going on so far. Cason Wallace. What a night he has had. Right place, right time in the first half. 5 steals, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. And 14 minutes with 5 points by Cason Wallace. Oscar Sheway just been the difference maker. Coming off the bench in this game, him and Severe Wheeler have come off the bench. 9 points in 9 minutes, 6 rebounds by Sheway. Severe Wheeler's got 4 points and 2 assists so far. Yeah, Colgate's beating Syracuse. I think the last time I checked it was by double digits. Colgate's got a pretty good team. Yeah, last year they were in the tournament. They were in the tournament back in 2019. Both of those games they played close. They took Tennessee in 2019 down to the wire. They took Wisconsin right down to the wire last season too. They played a solid 35 minutes against Wisconsin. Last 5-10 minutes of that game, I remember Johnny Davis just took it over for Wisconsin. Yeah, Jason Tatum's right there. Right in the top of the MVP. Him, Luka, and Giannis so far this year. Tatum's having an incredible season. Yep, I'll be doing Duke against Kansas later tonight, too. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in. Feel free to join back in as well. Later tonight, I'll be covering Duke against Kansas, number 7 versus number 6, around 9:30 for the tip-off. It didn't have like any updates about Dariq Whitehead. It said I'll check to see if there's any articles. Last time I checked, like around a half an hour ago, there wasn't much out there. Yeah, there's not much information about whether he's gonna play tonight for him. It says that he's nearing his return for Dariq Whitehead, but still not sure about today's game. Yeah, not much info out there for articles or anything. All right, so back from the timeout. Kentucky gets the inbound, 2:45 left to go. Wallace swings it out to the wing, 3 on its way, missed off the iron, tipped off the glass by Sheway. It was a missed 3 by Antonio Reeves. Michigan State with a board with under 2.5 left to play. Walker bounce pass, top of the key, Sissoko. Gives it over to Hauser off the screen, takes the 3, hits another one. Hauser connecting, now a 1-point game. He's got 9, 3 for 5 from the perimeter in the first half by Joey Hauser. Big bounce back game for him. Last game against Gonzaga, he barely did anything in that game, and then he had a team high against Northern Arizona. Missed shot, hit the side of the rim. That should have been a good look at it, but just not enough on it there for Reeves. Michigan State with it back with under 2 left to go. Akins at the baseline, 1-on-1 defended by Collins. Left baseline dribble, Akins slides it out to the corner. Fall away 3, Hauser, high arcing rainbow, and now will hit the shot clock out of bounds. Yeah, that was an off-balance 3. Other ones were great looks that he got off screens, able to knock him down. That's a tremendous look in the one before that he made top of the key. But yeah, that's tough difficulty of shot selection that he had. Just from the corner falling away. Kentucky with a possession. Sheway going to try a deep 2. Oh, he drills it. Big O gets in on the action, left open at the right elbow. Huge dunk going in the opposite direction. Malik Hall puts the Kentucky lead to 1. That was quick up the court. Kentucky's defense not back. Runner good. We're trying to pick up tempo right now. Severe Wheeler scores. Behind the defense, Sissoko up fake on Wheeler. Up and under. So we got back-to-back buckets. Quick buckets for both of these teams. Final minute left to go before halftime. Pace really starting to improve here. Pivot move. No good off the glass. Missed by Sheway. Couldn't convert. Inside the low post. 45 seconds left to go. Hauser up the floor. And we'll burn a timeout. 44.7 left to go now. Kentucky up by 1 against Michigan State. Oscar Sheway, top scorer in the game. He's got himself 11. .6 rebounds in 11 minutes coming off the bench by Sheway. Timeout with just under 45 seconds left. Severe Wheeler, 6 points, 3 assists. He's also played 11 minutes. Both of them came off the bench. Michigan State, 9 points by Joey Hauser, making 3 threes of 6 attempts. Wide awake, welcome back on the stream. I just checked, so this is on via 247 Sports. It looks like that Derek Lively will be available to play tonight. So it looks like Lively, or this was against USC Upstate for him. So he was available to play against USC Upstate. Yeah, he didn't play against Jacksonville. He was available against the last team that they played against, USC Upstate, on Friday. 30 seconds left to go. Back to action. Hall, open 3 at the wing. Takes the lead from Michigan State as he drills it. What a first half between these two teams. Scoring finally picking up right now. Michigan State starting to find their stride from 3. They made 5 threes in the first half. Kentucky's made just 2. Top of the key, Frederick, sharpshooter out of Iowa. We'll see if they can get one before half or they'll go into the paint instead. We'll see. Wheeler, 6 seconds, calls for a screen. Top of the key, Wheeler. Crossover, dribble, spin move, down the lane, left hand, off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Sheway, but the time expires. And we close out going to halftime. Michigan State, 2-point lead, 36-34, entering halftime here at the Champions Classic. Actually, a pretty fast first half. Not a whole lot of free throws going on. Michigan State perfect at the free throw line, 3 for 3. Kentucky 4 for 5. So I remember that a lot of like the Champions Classic games in the past are like got a plethora of fouls in them, and this is yet to be the case so far in the first half here. Foul trouble not really been a case in that first half. Vaughn, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's a tough one, because you had taken on the team with Cooper Kupp on this roster earlier, and that's one of the leagues I got him. Right now it's TCU who's the most overrated, and then I'd say Gonzaga is right there at number 2, based on how they looked on Friday night. They should have lost that game. Yeah, St. John's should be up by much more. They're playing in Central Connecticut State. They should be up by double digits, at least going into halftime. Louisville trying to climb back in it against App State. 57-51, 4.5 left to go as App State leads by 6. Northwestern breaking through against Georgetown, 53-44 Northwestern with under 12.5 left to go. Auburn looking good. They lead Winthrop 39-26. UConn was struggling early against Buffalo, and now they've been on a roll. Second half looking good for UConn, 41-27. Or no, they're still in the first half. This is a late stage of the first half. 41-27 UConn. Maryland's having a great game, 44-23 Maryland over Binghamton. Miami, Florida leading Florida A&M, 41-27. Wow. Man, Washington State really went downhill. They're losing against Prairie View. Yeah, Prairie View A&M, 41-27. This is Washington State. It's down by 14. They were like a bubble team for the first part of last year, I believe, for Washington State. Temple, Vanderbilt tied up at 37. Yeah, St. John's 40-36 up against Central Connecticut State. That's one you can definitely not afford to lose if you're St. John's, because if you want to be in the picture for March, you got to take care of games like those. They're a team that has been like below the mark, like below the bubble for them as of late. Like they've have opportunities to get themselves winning the bubble, but they haven't been able to do so. And Syracuse is Syracuse is not doing so hot either. There's a lot of teams that's going to battle for the bottom of the ACC. Syracuse is one of them. I thought Georgia Tech would be dead last in the ACC, but Boston College, and I haven't even mentioned Louisville here because honestly, after yesterday, I think Boston College is going to get last in the ACC. If you lose to Maine, how can you go from there? Like, you lost to Maine out of all teams. Vegas, welcome on the streamer, brother. Thanks so much for joining in, man. West Virginia looking good up against Morehead State, 37-28. Here's another example of an ACC team, Wake Forest. Wake Forest winning by 1 against Utah Valley, 30-29. The bottom half of the ACC has just been really struggling. UNC hosts Gardner-Webb tonight. Actually, this is a low-key good game. St. Louis hosting Memphis. St. Louis has a pretty solid team this season. Florida State, too. Florida State's 0-3 against 3 non-Power 5 schools. It's crazy, like, all the power conference teams losing the mid-majors this season. And a good bunch of them are from the ACC. Syracuse is going to be another statistic into that category tonight if that score keeps up. The Stetson Hatters, 2-0. Just ended the poll. Thanks so much all for voting in. We got 68-31 Kentucky at halftime right now through the poll. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Currently at halftime of this game at the moment. It's been a really good battle. We'll see if Michigan State can sustain it in the first half. They were up against Gonzaga going into half 2 on the Friday night, and then Gonzaga came back and they won the game. Drew Timme really made a big impact in the second half. Yeah, a lot of upsets we've seen so far this season. It's crazy. I'm interested to see that Stetson team, how well they do throughout the course of this year for Stetson. So they came off the opening night victory against Florida State. That's a team that never makes it into the tournament. Yeah, good question. Yeah, I think they definitely should consider that if Michigan State loses to Kentucky close, and then I think it's all depends about how much of a margin they beat Villanova by. And then who else will drop out of the top 25 as well? That's the other key. So yeah, they would need somebody to falter like Dayton tonight to lose their game to push them out of the top 25. Yeah, TCU should already be out. So that's one team out of the way. Also, there's teams behind them that there's going to be a lot of movement behind Michigan State. For those teams that's behind, there's behind them right in the rankings, Miami, St. Louis. Those are two teams there, Miami and St. Louis. Both of them are playing each other at or they're playing in the same bracket for the Hoop Hall Classic games this weekend in Connecticut. So that's Maryland, Providence, St. Louis, and Miami, who's on the multi-team tournament That's at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. That should be a really good tournament. Yeah, I would. I think St. Louis has got a pretty good team this season for them. Yeah, I would probably look into St. Louis myself. Well, Memphis has only played one game under their belt. It's the game against Vanderbilt that they won. St. Louis 2-0. Yeah, that game is at St. Louis too. I really like how they did their first game. They destroyed Murray State in their first game. Like Murray State usually puts up like anywhere between 25 to 30 wins on a season, and they crushed them. Final score is 91 to 68. St. Louis won at home against Murray State in their season opener. Okay, so they got Maryland first on Saturday for St. Louis. So they got Maryland. Providence has got Miami to open it up, and then all depends on who wins, who loses, who they're gonna face each other on in Connecticut. Yeah, that's a really good win. Like, we'll be looking back probably at like the end of the season towards like Selection Sunday, and if St. Louis didn't win the A10 conference tournament, then I think that's one of their wins. They're gonna look back on Selection Sunday and they're gonna see how much Murray State helped them out. Yeah, because usually Murray State puts up like 25, 30 victories in a season. Wow, Ja just hit a half-court rainbow buzzer beater, looks like. Yeah, I'll give the updates here about NBA in just a minute. Yeah, this stuff is so tricky right now because players in high school, like the college, doing all the NIL stuff, but with high school, they can't do anything at that level. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if both the Packers and the Bucks too, if they can get themselves back into being in the playoff hunt. Yeah, I think there's a good chance that the Packers going to miss out for the playoffs this season. Imani Bates season redemption, probably not. Do I think Stanford will beat San Diego State? I'm going to go no. Yeah, I'll go San Diego State on that one. Just can't pick them in the tournament until they finally win something for that poor team. It's too bad. Yeah, hopefully he can have a great season for him. Just if he can be able to stay out on the floor for an entire season without like any distractions or anything. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to the game whoever Providence plays in the day after at Mohegan Sun. I took Kentucky in this one. I projected them to win by 3. I think really good game here. Yeah, actually it's I didn't know that. I think it's I think there's different rules for each state about that. For wow. Yeah, okay, so so some of the states do NIL now for high school. Okay. So we start off the second half. So I guess it's up to the state. I'm not sure what New Jersey's one is for if they're able to do NIL for high school in New Jersey, because I know Massachusetts just passed it for this season. Start off the second half, Michigan State with the basketball. Hogard at the wing. Lobs it off to Hall. Hall brings a double team at the low right block. Hall backs his way. Turn around. Tough shot. The baseline. Got it. Turn around. Fall away. Knocks it down from Malik Hall. He's got 12 points. Having a solid game so far tonight by Hall. That's a tough shot. Falling away. Able to drill it. Duke with a possession at the wing. Or Kentucky on the outside. Duke versus Kansas later tonight. Sheway down inside the low post. We got a whistle here, and Michigan State called in the reach, and it's going to be on Sissoko. Wow, Louisville came back and they won against App State. Or let's see, they lost by 1. Oh my gosh. Well, according to Google, it says final. I'm gonna make sure. Do a double check on that. I'm pretty sure App State. Yeah, it's App State who won. App State won by 1. So Appalachian State won by 1 against Louisville. That's a crusher. 3 games in a row, 61-60 was the final score. So that's 3 in a row that they've lost by 1 point. 67-66, 73-72, 61-60. That's going to be a record of some sort. Consecutive losing streak by 1 point. Michigan State at the free throw line. First one good by Sissoko. He's got 5 today. Got the first bucket of the game. Second one missed off the rim. Short rebound collected by Jacob Toppin. Up the floor quickly for Kentucky. On the outside, Toppin hands it off to Wallace. Wallace puts the ball into the hands of Reeves. Reeves dribbles up to the free throw circle, drives down the lane, right hand, too tall off the glass, tipped up off the hands of Sheway. Offensive rebound, back it goes to Kentucky. Down low, Big O, pivot move, puts it up and through. That's good for 2. Oscar Sheway with his bank puts it, winning a 3-point game with 18-10 left to go. 13-7, 60% from the floor by Sheway. Hogard on the outside, moves it out to the top to Sissoko. Sissoko looking to hand it off around the perimeter, passes to his left to Hogard. Turns the corner, drives down the lane, offensive foul. Off the screen, Severe Wheeler gets knocked down. It's charged to Michigan State. Ball go back to Kentucky. That's on Matty Sissoko as he knocks down a Wheeler. Sissoko comes out of the game. That's going to be his 3rd personal foul. Skip pass left corner, catch and fire 3. Toppin right through the shoot. It goes for the 3 ball. We're even 39 all. 7 points by Jacob Toppin. Had quite a great start to this game. In the first 6 minutes, scored 4 points. Been ever silent ever since until that big time 3. Nice assist off the skip pass by Wheeler. Driving baseline, bounce pass corner into the hands to Hauser. Hauser back out right corner, Tyson Walker. 1-on-1 working on Thompson. Walker stepped out of bounds, turns it over. Out in the corner. That's now turnover number 9 of the game by Michigan State. Kentucky with just 4. 5 of those Michigan State turnovers have led to steals. And a turnover right back by Kentucky. Yeah, Cason Wallace has got 5 steals in that first half. Wow, so Louisville made the game-winning layup, but didn't get off in time. That's brutal, man. Wow, that is brutal. Under 17 minutes left to play, Hauser at the wing, draws a double team. Bounce pass, top of the key. Goes into the hands to Hoger now. Step back jumper straight away. Missed off the back rim as Sheway collects another defensive board. Rebound number 8 of the night by Big O. Drive, kick, corner. Jumper at the baseline as we got a whistle and a reach and fall picked up by Michigan State. So yeah, I'll also be back covering Duke against Kansas later tonight. So if you guys would want to join on board being a part in that stream, feel free to do so. Inbound for Kentucky, 16.5 left to go. It's Severe Wheeler. Wheeler, top of the key. He's defended by Tyson Walker. Moves it out to the wing, into the hands to Frederick. On top, it goes to Wheeler once again. Frederick at the wing, defended by Hauser. 6 on the shot clock, back to Wheeler. Top of the key, pick set by Top, and Wheeler drives. Jumper, mid-range, no good off the backboard. Rebound controlled by Jackson Kohler from Michigan State. Spartans have out on the floor Tyson Walker, Jaden Akins, Jackson Kohler, Sam Hauser, and Malik Hall. Skip pass, right corner, catch and fire, 3. Hauser drills another one. That's his 4th triple made of the game, just out with space once again for Hauser. 4 for 7 from the perimeter. Livingston, top of the key. That's Cason Wallace, number 22. Lob down low. Shiwe had position, instead elected to pass it to the corner. Wheeler inside, his pass to Flecken. Nice hustle play. Hauser comes out with a steal. Pass ahead to Akins. Jumper at the elbow. Akins hit rim short. Battle for the rebound. Loose ball. Gets picked up by number 0, Jackson Kohler. Keeps the possession alive for Michigan State. 15-15 left to go. Walker at the wing, defended by Wheeler. Lobs it over to the right elbow. It is Hall. Draws a double team. Intercepted by Wheeler. Here they go. 3-on-2. Wheeler drives. Attacks. Kick to the corner. Frederick. Moves it out to the top. Catch and fire. 3 Kentucky. Skipped around the rim and out. Offensive rebound off the Wallace. Missed by Shiwe. Jumper. It's good by Severe Wheelers. They kicked it inside to outside. And it's tied at 42. Big time 3 ball by Severe Wheeler. Oscar Shiwe. Credit for that with the offensive rebound, up to 9 boards. 13 points by Shiwe. 14.5 left to go in the second. 3-point shot straight away. That missed poorly by Tyson Walker. Rebound collected. Double-double for Big O. He's got his 10th board. Lob. Looking backdoor. Wallace will dribble it outside, though. Wallace at the wing, looking to pass it. Slides it over, edge of the logo, into the hands to Wheeler. Yeah, Hokies look pretty good so far, Goody. Wheeler, top of the free throw circle, bounce past Shiwe, backs his way inside on Kohler, lost the handle, turned it over. Or did he? No, it's going to be possession arrow Kentucky. He gets it again. As it went out of bounds, it'll be Kentucky possession. As it went off a Michigan State player first out of bounds. The king of the glass, Oscar Shiwe. Double-double, 13 and 10. We go to a timeout. 42-42 with 14 minutes left. Yeah, this has been great. Hauser's having a solid game. BYU should definitely be able to win that game tomorrow against Missouri State. Yeah, basically even right now between these two teams. Michigan State staying in this game because of the threes. They're 6 for 15 from 3 at 40%. Hauser, he's the one delivering. He's got 5 of the 6 threes made. Or 4 to 6 threes made. Yeah, he's 4 for 7, so he's got 4 of those threes. And then a 3 made by Malik Hall and then Tyson Walker. So 12 points each by Joey Hauser and Malik Hall. And Oscar Shiwe, lone player to double digits tonight. He's got 13 points, 10 rebounds. Cason Wallace had 5 steals in the first half. So Michigan State staying in this game by the 3 ball. Kentucky winning this game in a turnover battle right now. Forcing 11 Michigan State turnovers. Kentucky with just 6. And bench points in a big way because of Wheeler and Shiwe both playing off the bench today. It's 28-6 bench points in favor of Kentucky. That of course, you got two players who's your usual starters playing off the bench tonight, and that's no shocker there. But yeah, turnovers been an issue for Michigan State. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Great basketball action tonight. I'll also be covering Duke against Kansas later tonight as well. Number 7 versus number 6. Feel free to join in for that game. Michigan State at number 26, just outside the top 25, receiving votes this week. Going up against number 4 Kentucky. And again, another battle here with Michigan State. In back-to-back games, they took Gonzaga right down to the wire. Here they are. And another big game right there with Kentucky, 4th in the nation. We get back from the timeout. Corner 3 by Kentucky, around the rim and out. Missed by Frederick. Offensive rebound controlled again by the Wildcats. So they're going to slow it down. They get a new shot clock. Wheeler at the right wing perimeter. Pick set by Sheway. Wheeler slides it over to the top, though. Attacking inside the paint. Floater's good. Cason and Wallace for 2. He's had quite the night. Cason Wallace and his first season, top 10 recruit. Here's a steal by Wallace, number 6 in the game, as he goes inside, gets the layup, slicing defenders. 6 steals with just over 13 minutes left to play. That's a quick 4 points in the span of 30 seconds by Cason Wallace, part of a 7-zip Kentucky run in the last 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Sparty with a possession at the wing. Walker crossover. That was nasty. Takes the 3. Missed off the back rim. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound. Offensive board goes to Hall. Knocked away. Wallace again comes out with a steal. Great active hands there by Wallace on the outside. 3. Taken. Wheeler. Couldn't knock it down. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down by Akins of Michigan State. Spartans pass midcourt, under 13 minutes left to go. Akins slides it out to the corner. Here it goes to the wing, around the perimeter, into the hands to Akins. Drives down the lane inside. We get a whistle. It's going to be a reach-in charge to Frederick. Clock will stop with 12:41. Michigan State started off the game on the scoring drought. They trailed 12-7. Here they are. 5 turnovers over the last 6 minutes. 7-zip run by Kentucky in the last 2 minutes, 15 seconds. This is a scoring drought lasting over 3 minutes for Michigan State. Now, both teams with 3 personal fouls now, with 12:41 remaining in the second. We're going right now in this game. This game is going by fast. Not many fouls, not many out-of-bounds turnovers. Michigan State 4 for 5 at the free throw line. Kentucky's 4 for 5 at the free throw line too. Not many free throws at all. Hogard gets the handoff, approaching 12 and a half remaining. This game has flown by like a breeze. Hogard attacks inside the paint, forces one up, no good. Crashing the glass, Lance Ware with a defensive board. Here goes Kentucky pushing tempo. 3 at the wing, well short, missed by Antonio Reeves. Spartans come back with the basketball. Akins slides it out to the top to Tyson Walker. Walker going to slow it down, transfer from Northeastern with 12:10 left to go. Pick set by Jackson Kohler. He rolls down alongside Walker. Off the dribble to the low block. Passes back out to the perimeter. Great defense to take that interior away by Kentucky's D. Jumper missed, fired off the front rim. And the rebound foul. It's going to be called on Toppin. So that will be Jacob Toppin's 3rd that he picks up. CJ Frederick with 3 fouls as well. All right, so we're going to take a timeout on the floor now. 46-42 to score. Yeah, I think he could be one of the top freshmen this year for Cason Wallace. some of the key freshman players for other teams haven't played yet, so kind of tough right now since we're only a few games in. Cheryl, thanks so much for joining in. It's just these turnovers really costing Michigan State right now. They've gone on 2 scoring droughts where Kentucky in this game, it looks like they should be up more in the glass. Kentucky is actually -1 on the rebounds. It's Kentucky's winning this game on the offensive boards 8-5, and that's where they're up on second chance points 13-4. You can thank Oscar Shibwe for that too. Shibwe's got 13 rebounds, double-double of 13 and 10. So if you're new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We'll be back covering Duke against Kansas a little bit later tonight as well. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, if you guys are a first timer. Let us know who you're rooting for out here on the stream. Kim, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Taking Big Blue Nation out here. A lot of great Kentucky fans pouring in onto the stream right now. Man, this game has flown by like in the blink of an eye. 11 minutes and 56 seconds left to go. Michigan State almost on a 4-minute scoring drought. Yeah, so I was up this past weekend. I was at a Division III tournament where I was announcing games in person, and one of the teams that I announced averaged over 106 points per game, but they allowed their opponents to score above 109, and it was ridiculous. Like how fast they played, it was unbelievable how fast they played. But their ball handlers could not keep the ball out in front. They had like I think it was almost 30 turnovers. It was not good. Like, they played so fast, but they were just sloppy with the basketball. It was just wild. And they played so fast. And the other team came into the game averaging 64, and they ended up winning. Final score is 104-92 in a Division III college basketball game. It was the second worst defense in the entire nation last year. Shot got blocked out of bounds. Great defense by Kentucky. Lance Ware coming up with a block. 11:43 left to go. Inbound for Michigan State. 6 in the shot clock. Out to the corner. Hauser. He's made 4 threes so far tonight with 12 points. Looking for a tough one. Baseline runner. Missed off the rim. Gets his own rebound back. One dribble. Hauser puts it up and got it a third time. That is good. Second one a miss. Third time the charm for 2 inside the paint off the putback. 11:20 left to go. Kentucky up by 2. Wheeler will slow down tempo. Into the hands to Ware, top of the key. Ware dribbles towards his right. Handoff back to Wheeler. 14 on the shot clock. Wheeler, free throw circle. Bounce pass. Driving. Downhill. We get a foul. It's on number 0. That is Kohler as he contacts Antonio Reeves off the dribble drive penetration. Reach in, and that will be number 4. Hey, no problem, DD. Yeah, no problem. Inbound goes to Wheeler. Wheeler, bounce pass off the Sheway, has it at the low right block, backs his way, slides it off to Wheeler, makes the pass to the top of the key, straightaway 3, Kentucky. That's poorly missed off the bottom right part of the glass by Livingston. Rebound, back it goes to Michigan State. Hogard dribbles into traffic, lost the handle, turnover. That's been a problem tonight for Michigan State, turnovers. Baseline drive, oh man, burst of speed, couldn't finish, got denied though, was Antonio Reeves. He shot out of a cannon off that baseline dribble but couldn't finish as Michigan State's defense swarmed and came up and forced the turnover. 10.5 left to go. It's shocking that we've had a physical game today, but barely any fouls. Jumper off the runner, tied at 46. Shot is good by number 1, Pierre Brooks. 10-10 remaining. Second half. Wheeler signals the offense at the right wing perimeter. Pass it on top into the hands to Damian Collins. Collins bounce pass off to Livingston. Livingston towards his left, puts the ball back into the hands to Wheeler. Top of the key, picks up by Shiwei. Wheeler bounce pass at the baseline, drives, and we get a blocking foul. Chris Livingston will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. Blocking foul picked up by Pierre Brooks. What a game we got here. Both of these teams lately have gone cold. Kentucky has gone on a scoring drought themselves of 3 minutes and 35 seconds. They were up 45-42 coming out of the prior timeout. First shot missed off the back rim. Chris Livingston will shoot a second one at the free throw line. Top 15 recruit in his first season for Big Blue. Second free throw rattles in. It's good by Livingston. Livingston will check towards the bench now. CJ Frederick will come into the game. Frederick been quiet tonight. No point, 0 for 4 from 3-point range. They picked him up being a sharpshooter from Iowa, above 46% in his career from 3-point range, but nada tonight in this game. Top of the key, Carson Cooper for Michigan State. Now around the perimeter, Spartans have it into the hands of Jaden Akins. Akins, crossover, drives, got stripped off his knee, turns it over. That's been a problem spot a lot tonight for Sparty. Turnovers. Oh no, they're going to say personal foul on the way. So referees took a look at this. Cason Wallace got called in the foul. So Cason Wallace got called in the foul on a drive, and okay, so he was in a shot attempt motion too. So they're going to say 2 shots here at the line for Akins. Wow. That did not look like he was gonna attempt a shot. First one good. It's kind of shocking that they assessed that as a shooting foul. Oh, wow. Akins missed the second one, skipped around the rim and out. Shiwei keeps on padding the total. 13-11 by Oscar Shiwei, looking for more. 47 all. Wallace slipped. Gets back up on his feet, though. Hands it off to Reeves. 9:10 remaining. Wallace dumped down low. Shiwei, wild shot, puts it up and through. It's good. Count it in the foul. Down inside the low block, and that'll be a blocking foul picked up by number 15, Carson Cooper. 6'11 center, working on the National Player of the Year, Oscar Shiwei, and the big boy, a Big O, winning the physical battle down low with a bucket off the pivot, up and in off the glass, the and one. Ooh, yeah, Big O got away there. He got away with a left elbow to the face that wasn't called on Cooper. So this game has been like a race tonight. The next game doesn't tip off until 9:30. Yeah, there's an elbow there by Shiwei. He throws out the left elbow to Carson Cooper at the face. They're looking at this right now at the scores table. They're going to award him the free throw. So one shot coming up here by Shiwei at the free throw line. He's got 15 and 11. Nevertheless, this has been an incredible game between these two teams today. Michigan State, if they do go down 1-2 on the season, they're the best 1-2 team by far in America. And also, still, if they are 1-2, if they do win their next game, I think they should still be worthy of being in the top 25. Because of how they battled against number 2 Gonzaga, now number 4 Kentucky. They played the toughest schedule through the first 2 weeks in the season, and the free throw is good. 3-point game approaching the 9-minute mark left remaining. Hogard at the wing, lobs it off to the top. Kohler, handoff Hogard towards his right around the perimeter. Back to Hogard, drive straight away, lob over the top. Kohler, got denied. Michigan State gets the ball back though. Big block by Kentucky. Corner 3, Malik Hall. That is way off the mark and gets into the hands of Antonio Reeves. It actually went behind the backboard. Bounce pass, Sheway down low, and a whistle. It's on Sheway for an offensive foul, a turnover. Yeah, Sheway with the elbow to the face there of Malik Hall, working down inside the low post. Just a physical battle down low. 8:20 left to go. As the ball will go out of bounds, last touch by Kentucky. Sheway will now check out of the game, so he comes out with 3 personal fouls. Foul trouble numbers look like this. C.J. Frederick with 3. Jacob Toppin with 3. Oscar Sheway with 3. And then for Michigan State, 3 personal fouls by Matty Sissoko as Sissoko comes back into the game now. 8:15 left to play. Michigan State with a possession. The Walker drives, attack, splits defenders, no good. Sissoko there to clean it up with a 2-handed putback dunk. The explosiveness of the big man out on the floor right now. Able to follow up the miss by Tyson the Walker. Under 8 minutes left to play. At the wing, it's to Frederick. Frederick yet to score. 18 minutes, 0 for 4 from 3-point range. They brought him in because of his abilities to knock down shots from downtown. Yet to get one so far tonight. Wallace, jumper, deep 2, around the rim and out. Rebound control by Michigan State. This looks like a whole new energized team right now. Akins leads it up the floor. Into the hands to Walker. And a timeout taken on the court by Michigan State. 7:35 left to go. We got a great game here in the Champions Classic. What a way to kick off tonight. Game 2 coming up later in just under an hour from now. Duke taking on Kansas, number 7 versus 6. Be on a separate stream after this one. But Oscar Sheway comes out of the game with his 3rd personal foul. Matty Sissoko comes back in with a big putback dunk and cut the Kentucky lead to just 1. Wow, what a game here. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA. And glad to have you guys join in. Let us know out in the chat who you're rooting for out here. If you guys are a Kentucky fan, if you're a Michigan State fan, let us know out in the chat who you guys got in this one. Quick point totals update right now. Oscar Sheway, top scorer, top rebounder in the game. He's got 16 points, 11 rebounds. After that, Cason Wallace, 9 points, 5 steals for Wallace today. And then also 9 points by Severe Wheeler with 5 assists. For Michigan State, top scorer Joey Hauser, 14 points, 4 for 7 from downtown. 12 points by Malik Hall. Jaden Akins with 7 and 6 rebounds. Scoreboard update, other games going on throughout college hoops at the moment. North Carolina leading Gardner-Webb 21-14. Auburn crushing Winthrop 80-46. UConn up over Buffalo 65-43. Miami of Florida leading Florida A&M 77-54. Maryland leading Binghamton 65-38. Washington State's going to be another power conference team that loses to a mid-majors. As the SWAC is taken over the Pac-12 right now, 64-51. Prairie View A&M leading Washington State. Colgate about to beat Syracuse by 18 points. Colgate leads at Syracuse 74-56. Have the tables have turned. I wouldn't be shocked if this is it for Jim Boeheim this season. Every single year's first 35 seasons, Syracuse has gone to the NCAA tournament until last year for Syracuse. I think this could very well be it for Jim Boeheim at Syracuse. West Virginia looking good, 63-39 up over Morehead State. Ole Miss in a tight one against Chattanooga, 42-39. Wow. SMU losing at home against New Mexico, 36-26. That's a program that struggled past couple of years with New Mexico. And Wake Forest losing against the Utah Valley, 52-49. Earlier today, Louisville had lost by 1 against App State. So ACC struggling as of late. Northwestern picked up a big road win at Georgetown, 75-63. Boulder Vaughn, welcome back in the stream, man. What a game we got here. 7:35 left. 1 point lead for Kentucky as we come onto the timeout. Oscar Tshiebwe plus 10 with him on the floor. When he's on the bench, he is -9. Matty Sissoko with a big putback dunk because Tshiebwe came out of the game. Michigan State shooting free throws at the line. First one is good. Second one's good by Sissoko. He's up to 9. 7.5 left to play. Kentucky with the basketball. Top of the key. Into the hands now of Frederick on the outside. Yet to make a shot today with no points on the board. Tshiebwe double teamed. Bounce pass outside. It goes to Wheeler. Wheeler dribbles, drives, circles around. Wheeler at the corner. 6 in the shot clock. Crossover inside the key. Wheeler floats up the shot. Off the glass, got fouled. 2 free throws at the line coming up by Xavier Wheeler as it is Tyson Walker who picks up the blocking foul. And now both of the teams with 7. Now both teams with 7 total personal fouls tonight in the game. What's good, Baller Bros? Welcome to the streamer, man. First shot, no good. Missed off the back rim by Wheeler. This game could very well come down to free throws. Kentucky right now, 7-10. Michigan State, 7-9. Second free throw is good. Seven minutes left to go. Top of the key, Hauser's made 4 threes today. He's got 14. Into the hands to Aikens. Drives baseline. Swings it out to the wing. Off to Walker. At the free throw circle. Lobs it off to Hauser at the left elbow. 5 of the shot clock. Hauser brings a double team. Hauser. Pivot move. And a foul. It's on Toppin. Toppin cannot believe the call. He got elbowed right in the face area. And that's going to be Toppin's 4th. So now 4 personal fouls picked up by Jacob Toppin. Hauser swings the elbow. Oh, yeah. And Toppin pouring some blood out of his mouth area there. Cannot believe the call. Yeah, Coach Cal can't believe it either. Hauser got away with swung the elbow at Toppin. Toppin bleeding from the mouth area. And Toppin checks out of the game now on the bench with 4 personal fouls. And here goes Hauser to the free throw line. Career 79% free throw shooter. 1-1 bonus. First one to make. Yeah, that's a big call at this stage of the game right now. 6:42 left to go. Toppin set the tone early in this game for Kentucky. Out on the floor. Second free throw. Missed off the front rim. Rebound collected by Shibwe. Look at these numbers now up to 16 and 12. Wheeler. Pass midcourt. Frederick back into the hands to Wheeler. Wheeler, Collins, Frederick. Up fake Frederick. Off to Wheeler. Drives inside. Oh, nice dump off. Open. Big O throws it down. Oscar Shibwe with a big-time slam dunk puts Kentucky up by 1. His impact has been monumental tonight out on the floor. 18 and 12 now. 8 for 12 shooting from the floor by Oscar Shibwe. 6:10 remaining. Michigan State with a possession. Tyson Walker out to the wing. It goes into the hands of Jaden Akins. Spin move. Malik Hall now into the key. Ooh, offensive foul. CJ Frederick just took a big elbow from Malik Hall, and Hall gets called in the offensive foul. Big-time elbows showing up here in the last 5 minutes of this game. Hall off the drive, pushed off, and then boom, just low. That was... Did not need to do that. No, did not need to do that whatsoever. 15 turnovers by Michigan State in this game. He just dropped the hammer down on him. I'm shocked that they didn't go back to the monitor to see more of that, and they just said play on for the referees. After the whistle, that they didn't do more. Looking for the roll down. That was terribly timed by Wheeler. Looking for an alley-oop pass to Damian Collins, but it went off the glass. Michigan State with it back. 5:35 left to go. 20 in the shot clock for Sparty. Off to the wing. Lob down low. Has position. Hall. Oh, he gets rejected. Shibwe and 3 other defenders right there to deny Malik Hall, and they got numbers out on the break. Catch and fire 3. Frederick. Bang, bang. He connects on one. Finally. CJ Frederick lights it up as he finally drills a 3 for the sharpshooter from Iowa. Oscar Shibwe stuffing Malik Hall inside the low post, and it led to a numbers advantage out on the break. Frederick still gushing right now with blood pouring out of his mouth areas. Top of that blood pouring out of his mouth area before that off an elbow. 2 elbows by Michigan State in the last 3 minutes of the game. Kentucky up by 4. What a game going on here. 5:21 left to go. So we take a timeout on the floor. And again, Michigan State scoring drought continues. Yet to make a field goal in the last 2:45. What a great 3 by CJ Frederick to change this game right now. Out on transition, the defense translating it to offense. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA games. I'll be back coming up covering number 7 Duke versus number 6 Kansas. Victoria, welcome back in. SEC looking good tonight. Auburn up over Winthrop 85-53. Vanderbilt's even winning their game up by 3 against Temple 73-70. Temple coming off a win against Villanova. Yeah, this is a 1-point game. North Carolina up by just 1 against Gardner-Webb, 23-22. Syracuse about to lose against Colgate, 74-60. Colgate with less than 3 minutes left to play there. And Wake Forest about to lose to Utah Valley, 55-51. There's still time for a win. There are 4 minutes left to go. Wake Forest trailing by 4 against Utah Valley, who won against BYU last season. And Utah Valley's more of like a newer team to Division 1. Yeah, it's just the ACC has not looked good this season. Marquette Purdue, that's a really good game tonight. 16-14, Marquette leading. San Diego State taking on Stanford later tonight. Another great game. And then St. Louis hosting Memphis. Some solid games in the schedule tonight. So 56-52, 5:21 left to go in the Champions Classic. What a matchup between these two teams. It's been a tough, physical, gritty type of battle. Three-point shots have been hard to come by today. Just 28%, 5 for 18 by Kentucky from 3. Michigan State, 35%, 6 for 17. You can thank Joey Hauser for making 4 to 6 threes. Back to action, 5:15 left to go. Michigan State with a possession. Hogard has the ball around the wing of the perimeter. He's out on the floor with number 10, Joey Hauser, Tyson Walker, Matty Sissoko, Malik Hall. Hogard moves it out to his left. Hauser off the screen, shoots the jumper, connects on it. Deep 2, both of his feet ahead of the three-point line. Right down in front, it's a deep 2. It's a 2-point game. Under 5 minutes left to go. Kentucky's 5 on the floor. Toppin, Frederick, Wheeler, Wallace, and Sheway. At the wing, it's Frederick. Just made a 3 before the timeout. Into the hands to Collins. Or Damian Collins gets substituted out. So he just got substituted out. Turnover by Kentucky. Back it goes to Michigan State. 2-point game, 4.5 left to play. Hauser puts the ball into the hands of Hogard. Edge of the Champions Classic logo. Hogard dribbles towards his right around the perimeter. 14 in the shot clock, less than 4:30 remaining on the clock. Hogard top of the key. Passes to his right to Tyson Walker out on the perimeter. Pick set by Sissoko. Walker attacks. Down inside a low block. Floats it up, turns it over. Wild type of shot that wasn't even close. Looked like more so he just turned it over and slipped underneath the rim with a basketball. And Tom Izzo tells him to just be in better control next time. That's now 16 turnovers by Michigan State tonight. That's really crushed him. It's led to 15 points off of turnovers by Kentucky. Kentucky with just 9. Sheway has got himself 18 points and 2 blocks as well, along with 13 boards. Looking for 20 this time. Sheway backs his way inside the low post. High off the glass. And we'll draw the foul, though. Big O to the line shooting 2. It's going to be on Matty Sissoko, and that's Sissoko's 4th. So foul trouble looks like this. 1 player for both of these teams with 4 personal fouls each. Jacob Toppin with 4 for Kentucky. Matty Sissoko just picked up foul number 4. We're going to take a timeout on the court as well. So timeout taken on the floor right now. We got 3:53 left to go with a 2-point game. If you guys are new on the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and let us know out in the chat who you guys got in this one tonight, Kentucky or Michigan State. Thanks so much all for joining in. What a game we've got. $18 points, 13 rebounds by Oscar Tshiebwe. Top scorer, top rebounder in the game, taking over for Kentucky today. He has been by far the most effective player out on the floor. Michigan State leading with Joey Hauser. He's got 17 points, making 4 threes. Also 7 rebounds. He's the top scorer, top rebounder for Michigan State. Tshiebwe here at the free throw line shooting 2 back from the timeouts. First one, right down the middle. Three-point lead for Kentucky. Second free throw by Tshiebwe. That is good as well. So 20 points now by Oscar Tshiebwe tonight. 2-possession lead. Perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line. Under 4 minutes left to go. Michigan State with a possession. Hauser dribbles past midcourt. Puts the ball into the hands to Hogard. 3:40 remaining on the clock. Hogard with it. At the wing, defended by Wheeler. His pass deflected. Cross-court. Jumps the route. Intercepted. What a game by Cason Wallace. Lob ahead. Looking for Tshiebwe as it rolls out of bounds. It's a turnover in the break by Kentucky. And Tshiebwe cannot believe the call. Cason Wallace, what a night he has had in the steal department. That is his 7th steal of the game by Wallace. 7 steals in one game. Unbelievable. 17 turnovers tonight by Michigan State. 3:20 left to go. Down low, Hogard, get it out of there. Oscar Tshiebwe with a huge block right into the front of media row. Tshiebwe just swats that one out. Enough of that. Michigan State will get the inbound underneath their hoop. And Hogard being checked to right now along the bench area. Off the inbound, we get a whistle. That's on Tshiebwe. That's going to be Tshiebwe's 4th. So off the inbound, Oscar Tshiebwe commits a personal foul. Next time around, Kentucky's in the bonus. One more foul by Kentucky. Kentucky with 19 fouls in the second half. It will be their 10th, so it would send Michigan State into the bonus. So Michigan State, 10 second half personal fouls, 1-1 bonus here. First free throw is good by Malik Hall. Oh, yeah, man. Oscar Tshiebwe. Insane what he could do. Second one's good. Came back to make a run for the season for Big O, and once again, a repeat as National Player of the Year. 3:05 left to go. 2-point lead by Kentucky, even though it seems like they're up by more, but that 2-point lead is like miles and miles ahead. It's been a lot of scoring droughts today in this game. 3 minutes left to play. Handoff, a Wheeler, over the top and out on the floor with 4 fouls. Same as Tshiebwe, missed the first one. Gets his own rebound back. Got stripped of the basketball, turns it over. Michigan State comes out with a steal, pushing tempo. Oh, what a dribble behind his back. Tyson Walker got rejected with a huge block by Toppin. Michigan State has the ball back. Jumper, Hauser. Oh, he connects on it. Second chance points in a big way. Deep two, good by Hauser. He's been the player of the game for Michigan State today. Joey Hauser with 19.7 rebounds. Off to the wing. Frederick shoots the 3. Missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Who's going to pick up a fall here? And that'll be charged to Hauser. So this will send Kentucky into the double bonus. It was Jacob Toppin who was battling for the rebound with Hauser. And Kentucky will have 2 free throws heading to the line. This game has been absolutely electric tonight. Both of the games that Michigan State has played against big-name programs, both of them electric. 2:20 left to go. Michigan State's right there. Even if they lose this game, they'd be by far, hands down, the best 1 and 2 team in America. And even with that, they would have to win their next game this week to get themselves in the rankings. But with all these random teams just losing games, and plus teams inside the top 25 too, losing games against mid-majors like TCU, there's a chance. Tshiebwe off the missed free throw with a putback, he scores. That's a major bucket, 61-58. Second chance points been a go-to tonight for Kentucky. 16-12 in the second chance points column. Oscar Tshiebwe torching Michigan State, 22 points, 15 rebounds. Walker, crossover. Drives, swings it out to the wing. Akins for the tie. Missed off the back rim, no good with a 3-ball. And the rebound controlled by Wallace. Cason Wallace, low-key, has had a tremendous game. 7 steals by Wallace, along with 9 points and 5 assists. At the wing, Frederick moves it out to the top into the hands to Wallace. 1:35 left to go. 12 on the shot clock. Over to Frederick at the wing. Frederick lobs to Tshiebwe. Back outside it goes. Wheeler. 6 in the shot clock. Top of the key. Wheeler. Dribbles. Drives. Floats up the runner. Off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound. Pinwheels around. Knocked out of bounds. And it will stay. Will it stay Kentucky ball here? We're going to see. Tom Izzo cannot believe the call. I think it's going to stay Kentucky basketball. 1:21 remaining. They're looking at the scores table. Initial rolling was Kentucky ball. They pointed in the Kentucky direction. Is that off 22 of Michigan State? Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's off of Sissoko. Let's see. Runner missed off the rim by Wheeler, and then it just goes around the defense. Ooh, that's close between Toppin and Sissoko. Who last touched it? Sissoko was the last one in the area. Toppin contacted it. Did it go off the fingertips of Sissoko? That is the question. As Michigan State pointed in their direction. We have 1:21 left to go on the clock. 1 minute, 21 seconds. This is a big possession arrow coming up here. Who will have the basketball? What a wild game. Wild game coming right down to the wire. Michigan State's been in this position before. Crunch time scenario. You have to learn from your mistakes if you're Michigan State. You cannot falter again if you're in this situation. They had a terrible possession to end the game against Gonzaga, forcing up a brick. Just terrible use of the shot clock in that Friday night game. So this is coming down to an official review right now on the floor. Who last touched the basketball? 61-58, minute 21 left to go. 3-point lead by Kentucky, but it seems like it's like a mile ahead. This game really is, because of a 3-point lead. It seems like more so it's like 10. Okay, they roll at Michigan State basketball. So Michigan State gets the inbound back. 1:20 left to go as they get the inbound. ACC really struggling. Wake Forest going into overtime against Utah Valley, tied up at 59. Syracuse lost by 12 today at home against Colgate. That's a jumper off the screen. Deep 2 connecting with it. And that is Joey Hauser. What a game. He's got 21 now. 1-point game, 52 seconds left to go. Kentucky possession. At the wing, Frederick. Bounce pass off the Sheway. Low rate block, 15 on the shot clock. Rises for the jumper. Missed off the back rim. And a rebound control by Hauser. The player of the game for Michigan State. The player of the game for Kentucky just missed a shot. Attempting a deep 2 with Oscar Sheway. That is not his shot. As Tom Izzo will burn a timeout. Michigan State down to 1 timeout remaining. Kentucky with 3 timeouts. 35.6 seconds left to go. Michigan State will have the basketball with a 13-second differential between shot clock and game clock. And by the way, the mid-majors just keep on beating the Power 5s once again. Prairie View A&M has won against Washington State. Joey Hauser, younger brother of Sam from the Boston Celtics, 21 points by Hauser, 4 for 7 from 3. The top scorer in the game. He's got 8 rebounds as well, the rebound leader. The big-time bucket he got to draw within 1 plus the rebound. That's not your shot if you're Big O. 22 and 15 tonight by Sheway. He's been torching Michigan State all game long, down inside the low post, and he attempts a deep 2. And it went off the back rim, just forced up a deep 2. We got time on the shot clock. Michael, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, that was a devastating shot that Sheway took. Yeah, that is just a terrible loss. I thought that Boston College, their loss against Maine was bad, but yeah, losing against Prairie View A&M, it might take it to another level. Some of the analysts were saying that Washington State could be a bubble team this season. That kind of rolls out the Pac-12 all over again. What's going on? Treeper, welcome back on the stream, man. Thanks so much for joining in. Wow, big win for the women's team today over Oakland for Michigan State. Wow. 35.6 seconds left to go if you guys are just joining us. Kentucky leads by 1. Oscar Sheway with a poor shot selection that he attempted, a deep 2 right in front of the 3-point line. Went off the back rim. Joey Hauser came up with a rebound, and Michigan State scored to draw 1-1 with Hauser to possession before, but they called a timeout this time up the floor. So Michigan State will get the basketball back. 35.6 seconds left to go out of these timeouts. Kentucky just burned their timeout, so we stay here. 2 timeouts left by Kentucky, 1 by Michigan State. Yeah, Colgate beat Syracuse pretty badly today. Colgate's not a bad team. They'll probably end up upsetting somebody in the tournament, honestly. They played 2 years. Last 2 tournament appearances, they played close games. Just couldn't win. Eventually, it's gonna translate into a win for Colgate. Yeah, Pac-12 really struggling. Stanford's already losing right out of the gate against San Diego State. Temple and Vanderbilt's they're in overtime right now. So Temple and Vandy are in overtime. And Utah Valley's leading Wake Forest in overtime, 63-61. And by the way, UNC is only up by 4 at the half, 26-22. So here we go, back to action, 30 seconds left to go. Michigan State with a possession, 13 seconds between shot clock and game clock differential. Hauser, top of the key, 1-on-1 defended by Toppin with 4 personal fouls. Out to the wing, it goes for Michigan State. Now inside the key, jumper, fall away for the lead, skipped around the rim and now missed by a Walker. Battle for the rebound, who's got it? A tie-up out on the floor. Kentucky ties up Michigan State, and it's going to be jump ball possession arrow won by Kentucky. Kentucky winning the possession arrow, 15.8 seconds left to play. Tyson Walker off a fall away in the key. Missed it. Skipped around the rim and out. And Shibwe was in on that jump ball. Just skipped around the rim and out. Shibwe, Sissoko. Kaysen Wallace was there too. It was actually Kaysen Wallace who had more of that ball than Shibwe. Shibwe had it from the side and helped out with Kaysen Wallace. But credit to Kaysen Wallace tonight. He has been tremendous. Like, low-key incredible in this game. Like, doing all the gritty work in this game today. He's got 7 steals. Or he's got 8 steals. So the stat updated. He's got 8 steals. 9 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 8 steals by Kaysen Wallace. .8 seconds left to go. Kentucky just took a timeout, so they're down to 1 timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back covering Duke against Kansas. We'll see if that game's even crazier. And a little bit from now, feel free to join on for the final stream of tonight. Man, these final seconds just seem like it's like an hour. Oscar Tshiebwe, 22 points, 15 rebounds. Joey Hauser, 21 points, 8 boards. Top 2 players for both of these teams. 15.8 seconds left. Kentucky will get the inbound right underneath Michigan State's hoop in Kentucky's backcourt. Inbound goes to Wallace. Wallace gets fouled immediately by Hogard. So only 0.5 of a second went off the clock. Clock now down to 15.4. So Kaysen Wallace, 1 for 2 currently at the free throw line, shooting 2 for the top 10 recruit out of Dallas, Texas. Making a ton of hustle plays out on the floor today. First shot by Wallace. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Kentucky struggling second half on free throws. They're just 60%. Second free throw. That one he makes. 2-point lead Kentucky. 15.4 seconds remaining. Michigan State has a timeout to burn if they elect to do one. Pass midcourt, crosses Hogard. And they'll take the timeout with 11 seconds. Michigan State out of timeout. 62-60. They'll get the inbound coming up after their timeout. What a game we've had. Not many 3 points made in this game. But the guy who's been the hot hand in 3-point shooting. Gotta watch out for Joey Hauser. He's made 4 of the 6 threes by Michigan State tonight. 6 for 18 from 3-point range at 33.3%. Hauser 4 for 7 from the perimeter. The top scorer with 21. Does he have a big moment in him if he gets a touch here on this final possession? Kentucky struggling all game from 3. Just 5 for 19 from the perimeter. CJ Frederick, 1 for 6 from the outside. He hit a monster 3, though, on a fast break transition play, and that is a big-time bucket to remember, because if he doesn't hit that 3, if he goes 0 for 6 in this game, then they're down right now. They're down by 1 if he doesn't make that 3. So that is a huge 3. Every point matters. And this one, and Oscar Tshiebwe made a tremendous impact out on the floor with 22 and 15. 11 seconds left to go. Far side of the front court. Michigan State will inbound it. Shot clock turned off. 11 seconds left to play. Michigan State gets the inbound. Hogard dribbles up inside a key spin move. Puts it up with the right hand. Blocked out of bounds by Tshiebwe with 4.7. Oh, Big O making an impact right there out on the floor, denying A.J. Hogard. Big O all game long, National Player of the Year for a reason. Inbound, oh, wide open! Michigan State throws it down, open cut to the hoop, Malik Hall. All alone, we're even at 62. Somebody forgot their assignment. I think that was Shibwe as Coach Cal questioned Shibwe. Back to the timeout huddle, and Kentucky burns their final timeout of the game. Straightaway cutter by Malik Hall. It couldn't get easier than that. Yeah, that's on Shibwe. Shibwe 2 steps behind Malik Hall. A straight drive cut, 3 steps to the hoop, shovel off the inbound right underneath Michigan State, hoop and jam. 62 even. .7 seconds left. Kentucky looking for a prayer to send them the victory. Michigan State in a battle in their second game of the season against Gonzaga came right down to the wire and lost. So they've been in crunch time moments before, and they've had poor shot selection in crunch time, and then they go to right to the rim, the highest percentage type of shot, and they got it. So Shibwe just gets burned around the straight line, cut by Malik Hall. After he came up with a big defensive block. Just fell asleep defensively. That was Shibwe's assignment. 3.7 seconds left to go. Kentucky will get the inbounds. They're going to have to go the distance of the floor here out of timeouts. Inbound all the way back behind Michigan State soup. Topping the inbound passer. Gives it off to Wallace. Wallace crosses midcourt 1.8. At the half-court logo 3. No good. Misses badly off the top of the glass. We're going to overtime. Overtime, here we come. Let's get that OT hype out in the chat. Well, the game between these two teams going to need 5 more extra minutes to decide what goes on tonight. Foul trouble looks like this. Not looking so hot for Kentucky right now. Oscar Shibwe, 4 personal fouls. 4 personal fouls by Jacob Toppin. And then for Michigan State, 4 personal fouls by Matty Sissoko. Everybody else playing with either 2, 1, or 0. For fouls right now for Michigan State, nobody with 3, just Sissoko with 4. Yeah, Michigan State should be ranked next week based on them playing the toughest schedule in America right out of the gate first 2 weeks. Yeah, just that one play. If he just fell asleep defensively in that one play, that was it. But offensively, if Shibwe wasn't playing tonight, Kentucky wouldn't be here. Kentucky wouldn't be in overtime right now against Michigan State because his impact, I saw a graphic earlier in the game. He was like plus 11. They were plus 11 with him on the floor, and with him on the bench, they were minus 10. So this is critical right now. If Kentucky wins this game, big reason why tonight will be because Oscar Shibwe remained out on the floor with 4 personal fouls through this overtime right now. But if they lose, there's a good chance because Shibwe got fouled. He fouled out. So right now, Shibwe with 4 personal fouls cannot afford to fall out right now because this game tremendously changes the tide of this one. And Michigan State playing the toughest schedule in America. Right there all over again. Another game down to the wires. We get back. Start of overtime. Gets blocked by Shibwe, denying Sissoko. And Shibwe comes out with a basketball. That's how we start off the overtime session. Kentucky first possession out of OT. Wheeler drives. Kick out to the corner. Toppin inside. Got it pickpocketed, but a whistle. And a reach-in foul assessed to Michigan State. It's going to be charged to Hogard. Woo Pig, welcome back on the stream. Noah, thanks so much for joining in. Both teams in the double bonus to start overtime. Jacob Toppin shooting 2. First one to make. Second shot rolls in. 2-point lead, Kentucky, 4.5 left to go in overtime. Spartans take the ball past midcourt with Tyson Walker. Out on the floor with Hauser, Hall, Sissoko, and Hogard. Hauser, up fake, jumper. Deep 2, off the back rim, no good. Tipped up, battle for the rebound. Sheway comes down with it. Kentucky will slow it down past midcourt. Wheeler, Sheway, Antonio Reeves, Kaysen Wallace, and Jacob Toppin. That's the 5 out on the floor. Poked away. Intercepted by Matty Sissoko with a Euro step and takes it to the rack and misses the layup as Sheway comes up with another defensive rebound. A gift to Matty Sissoko with a steal and the shoulda, woulda be layup that he missed it. Couldn't get as easy as that as Sheway tried to not foul. Didn't foul. Off the Euro step went Sissoko and couldn't finish at the rim. 3:35 left to go. 8 on the shot clock for Kentucky. Wheeler into the hands to Sheway. Hand back to Wheeler. Takes the 3 off the screen. Swoosh, it's good. Xavier Wheeler knocks down the triple. And Kentucky in command up by 5. That 5-point lead looks like it's by a mile right now in this matchup. Big time 3 by Xavier. Around the perimeter, Hall hands it off to Hogard. Hogard at the top of the key, dribbles towards his right. Into the hands to Hauser. Looking for a big-time bucket. Hauser, the best player on the floor tonight. He gets blocked. Though they're going to call a blocking foul by Kentucky. Hitting the elbow, it's going to be charged to Kaysen Wallace. So it was not clean. 2 free throws coming up at the line by Joey Hauser from Michigan State. 3:07 left to go. Hauser shooting 2. First one to make. If you guys are just joining in, do not spoil. We're about 30 seconds behind due to YouTube delay, so don't put any score spoilers in here. We'll get to it when we can. Both of the free throws good by Hauser. 3 minutes left to go in overtime. At the right wing perimeter, it's Wheeler. Puts the ball on top, now into the hands of Toppin. Hands it back off to Antonio Reeves, the transfer from Illinois State. 14 on the shot clock for Kentucky. Outside it goes to Kaysen Wallace, having a low-key solid day, but gives the ball away. Intercepted on a steal by Sissoko. He's got 2 steals in the first 2 minutes and 25 seconds in overtime. Michigan State down by 3. Gonna look to slow it down. Hogard, top of the key. Moves it out to the wing. Catch and fire 3. Walker. Got it for the tie. We're even at 67. That's a big-time jumper. Nice assist by A.J. Hogard. 9th assist of the game. Tyson Walker, second triple made. He's got 8. 2:10 left to go in OT. Wheeler out to the corner. Right baseline. Stuck at the corner was Antonio Reeves. Outside it goes Wheeler. At the elbow, he gets stuck. And a reach and foul on the floor. It's committed by Walker. Clock will stop with 2:06. Walker a little slow to get up. .206 left to go. What a game between these two teams at 67 all. Walker, right now, he is hobbling in pain. Kentucky will get 2 free throws. First one missed off rim by Wheeler. Second free throw by Wheeler's good. 1-point lead Kentucky, 2:06 left to go. Inbound Michigan State, both teams with 1 timeout remaining in overtime. Pass midcourt for Sparty. That's number 2, Tyson Walker. Off the pick set by Sissoko, he rolls down to Walker. Takes the deep 2 jumper. Missed off the back rim. Crashing the glass. Defensive rebound pulled down by Toppin. That's a strong physical rebound by Jacob Toppin. Kentucky will slow it down. Up by 1 for the Wildcats. Wheeler. Top of the key. Slides it out to the left wing to Frederick. Puts it on top over to Wallace. Frederick moves towards his right. Wallace not going to connect with him, no. Passes on top to Wheeler. Wheeler drives down the lane, left hand, scoop and score. It's up and good. Off the backboard. Good for 2 by Xavier Wheeler. 3-point lead Kentucky. Minute 15 left to go. Wheeler. 16.7 assists tonight, making a big impact off the bench. Bench points 44-9 in favor of Big Blue. Sheway and Wheeler both came off the bench today. Forced jumper. Oh, he hits it. Tyson Walker forcing a jumper at the left elbow. Hand in the face, he sticks it, and that's how he gets 10 today in this game. 50 seconds left to go. Kentucky with a possession. 30-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Wheeler, top of the free throw circle, dribbles towards his left. Puts the ball now into the hands of Toppin. Down low it goes, Big O. Missed it off the glass, no good. Pinwheels on the rounds. On the bounce, last touch by Michigan State with 38.4. Gotta finish that if you're Oscar Sheway there down the side of the low post. Sissoko will check out of the game now. Sissoko out on the floor with 4 fouls, same as Toppin and Sheway. So nobody's fouled out here in OT. That's one that Oscar Sheway usually makes. Referees are looking at this to see who last touched the basketball. Ooh. That very well looked like it was out by Sheway. That's close between Sheway and Sissoko. Very, very close. That looks like it's more out of bounds by Sheway than Sissoko. Sheway said it was out by Sissoko. Big call coming up here by the officials. They're going to give Kentucky the basketball back, so Kentucky will get the inbound back, so they roll it out of bounds by Sissoko. Wow. Yeah, that camera angle was tough there. That's a really tough call. Inbound goes to Toppin at the corner, now into the hands to Wheeler. Top of the key, Wheeler. Drives to the elbow, offensive foul by Kentucky. That's on Sheway. That's Sheway's 5th on the screen. So he has just fouled out for the National Player of the Year. It's going to be Michigan State basketball with 32.8 seconds left to go. Sheway has just fouled out of this game, setting the screen. Tyson Walker bangs right into the screen, trying to get around it, defending Wheeler. So Sheway is done for the game, and this could make a huge impact here. They're going to bring in Lance Ware. Oh, yeah, Russ gets a ton of hate. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Feel free to join in later tonight, Kansas against Duke. Michigan State will get the inbound, 32.8 seconds left to go in overtime. Inbound to the backcourt. In the hands of Hogard. Hogard defended by Cason Wallace. Takes it past midcourt for Michigan State. 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Michigan State with 1 timeout remaining, same as Kentucky. Hogard passes outside of Walker, made a big 3 in this overtime session. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 15 on the game clock. Walker, crossover, working on Ware. Bigger defender, takes the jumper, 15-footer straight away. Missed off the back rim, defensive rebound collected by Wallace into the hands of Toppin. And Michigan State follows with 7.6. Big time board by Cason Wallace. Doing a lot of the gritty work in this game. Wallace been one of the top players tonight, low key. Comes up with a big rebound. Nobody there. Nobody boxing out for Michigan State. Wallace at the free throw line shooting 2. First one missed. Skipped around the rim and out. Wallace tonight, 39 minutes of court time. He's got 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Big day in the steal department for him. He's got himself 8 total steals. 8 steals, unheard of a lot of times. Second free throw, good by Wallace. 2-point lead. 7.6 seconds left to go in the timeout taken on the court by Michigan State. They're out of timeouts. Michigan State burns their final timeout. Kentucky with 1 timeout left. 7.6 seconds remaining. And if you're just joining us, Oscar Tshiebwe has fouled out. So 5 personal fouls. He is done for the game with 22 and 18 tonight by Tshiebwe. Kentucky struggling on free throws, 68%, 15 for 22. Michigan State, 80%, 12 for 15 tonight. Michigan State's struggle has been turnovers, 18 total turnovers in this game. .6 seconds left to go. Michigan State will have to go the length of the floor as they will inbound underneath Kentucky's hoop in Michigan State's backcourt. Walker will be the inbound passer. He's out on the floor with Hogard, Hauser, Akins, and Hall. Inbound, pass midcourt. Walker, dish out to the wing, up fake. Hall drives right down the lane. Oh, he gets an easy dunk. 1.4 seconds left to go. Wide open, Malik Hall doing it all over. 3/4 court 3. It comes up short. We're going to double overtime. Malik Hall does it all over again, and they'll have 5 more minutes with no Oscar Tshiebwe on the floor. Blown assignment once again by Kentucky's D. Double overtime in the Champions Classic as they go the length of the floor. Hall just faked out CJ Frederick and blew by him right to the rack. Unbelievable game. Nice dish by Tyson Walker off the Hall. He just faked him out and just blew right past him. Yeah, there's no backside help defense. The backside help defense was Severe Wheeler out of all players at the rim. Malik Hall, clutch tonight. They got 5 minutes remaining with no Oscar Tshiebwe on the floor. And that hasn't fared too well tonight for Kentucky. At one point, I saw the graphic. I think they were late stage of the first quarter. Kentucky was -10 with Oscar Tshiebwe not out on the floor, and they were +11 with him there. Malik Hall, he's been phenomenal tonight when you need him the most. 18 points, efficient at 7 for 11 in 2 dunks to close out the second half and then overtime to tie it up. 2 game-tying dunks to force OT. Hit us up in the chat. Who do you guys got in this one? Kentucky or Michigan State? Let us know out in the chat who you guys support. Type it down there. We get back to action. Kentucky controls the tip left to right on the floor. Lance Ware in the place of Oscar Tshiebwe at the wing. Frederick outside of Ware. Hand off back to Ware. Ware backs his way to low post. Working on Sissoko with 4 personal fouls. Outside it goes Frederick. Drives. Mid-range jumper. CJ shows up for a shot and delivers. He's up to 5. CJ Frederick starts out with the first bucket. 4.5 left to go in double OT. As we get a bump and a foul. And that is Kaysen Wallace who picks up foul number 3. Rails, thanks so much for joining in. What a game. And Michigan State here coming up to the free throw line shooting 2. It'll be A.J. Hogard, 85% free throw shooter. First one, knocks down the middle. Second free throw, that's good. Tie game. They've been able to make most of their free throws tonight, 14 for 17. Kentucky struggling at 15 for 22, 68%. Michigan State, 82%. Wheeler at the wing. Puts it on top into the hands of Frederick. Moves it out to his right to Cason Wallace. 4:10 left to go in the overtime session. Double OT, that is. Wheeler driving. Inside low left block. Kick out to the corner. Wallace with a 3. Oh, he hits it. Cason Wallace. Big time game. Knocks down the triple. 14 points along with 8 steals. That's unheard of. Tonight, 8 steals in a game. A lot of those early. Lob over the top. Caught by Sissoko. Altered by Ware, but a blocking foul. It's going to be on Lance Ware. 3:39 left to go in double OT. 2 free throws coming up at the line for Michigan State. It will be Matty Sissoko shooting 2. Yeah, this game has been wild. It's got a feel of a March Madness game here, and we're just in the second week. It's been crazy. First shot goes in by Sissoko. Yeah, this reminds me of besides without this game way like better defensively, but I remember the tournament last year started off before even the actual like round of 64 started. The first 4 when Notre Dame and Rutgers. That game had no defense though, that game was wild. That game was just that was insane. Like what a way to start off. Like pre-tournament festivities before the round of 64 even began. This game is the second week of the season. We got basketball like this. It's been tremendous. Such close and competitive all throughout the night. Wheeler has it now. Attacks inside the paint. Wheeler gets blocked out of bounds. Tyson Walker hustling all around out on the floor. Comes up denying Wheeler from behind. 3:15 left to go in double overtime. Kentucky gets the inbound out to the wing. Able to snag it. Wheeler dribbles inside the key. Burst of speed. Severe Wheeler left it up on the top, but he missed the layup. It stuck around the rim, but it sputtered out. Michigan State with a rebound. 3 minutes left to go. Colgate beat Syracuse by 12 today. A lot of these teams in the ACC are faltering and losing games. Hogard attacks on the Ware. Up fake. Hogard blocked by Ware. Kentucky comes up with a basketball back. 2:45 remaining. Hogard's out of the play. He is down on the hardwood hard. And we got a whistle. Yeah, injury timeout taken on the floor. Coach Cal cannot believe the call by the officials. A.J. Hogard could not get up. He is injured. Now, Coach Cal right at the officials right now about the call that the officials took an injury timeout. Hogard cannot get up off the floor. He is injured. He went down hard underneath the hoop. Yeah, he's in pain. Hogard snuck around the Ware, fell down just hard. So he's up towards the bench area now. So Hogard not on the floor at the moment at the bench area. He's the top playmaker for Michigan State tonight with 9 assists. That's a big blow. 2:35 left to go. Inbound Kentucky back from the timeout. Wheeler bounce pass into the hands of Toppin. Backs his way. Pivot move. Toppin off the glass. Missed a shot. Rebound rolls around. Who's got the basketball? As it's going to be a foul picked up on Lance Ware. Loose ball followed by Ware. And this will send Michigan State to the free throw line for a chance to take the lead. Double bonus. Yo, wow, 24-16. St. Louis looking good. They're up against Memphis right now. 2 free throws by Sissoko. Sissoko, way too long as he missed the first one. Second shot by Sissoko, that's in. Man, this game has just been so even tonight. 14 ties, 9 lead changes. 2:25 left to go in double overtime. Top of the key, Wheeler. Wheeler towards his right, gives it outside, up fake Toppin, now powers his way inside the paint. Toppin, pivot, right hand, off the glass, no good. A rebound controlled by Sissoko. 2 minutes left to go. Still going in double overtime. What a grind this game has been. The wheels looking like they're falling off. Handoff Hall around the perimeter, into the hands now of Walker. Top of the key off to Sissoko. Handoff Walker. Walker floats it up over the top. Watch out for the big fella. Throws it down with the two-handed jam. It is Matty Sissoko off the rooftop with the alley-oop throwdown. Timeout taken on the floor by Coach Cal for Kentucky. First lead for Michigan State since the score is 52-51. It's now 78-76 Sparty. With a minute 39 remaining, Matty Sissoko has erupted and he is alive. What a game. Tyson Walker. This dude is doing everything out on the floor tonight. On the grind. 44 minutes. Most minutes out of anybody out on the floor. 44 minutes by Tyson Walker. 10 points. Picks up assist number 5. Massive. Off a lob. Over the top of the defense. And Sissoko got the alley-oop jam. Haven't gone to the timeout slide in quite a bit of time. That should be a 2. And OT, I actually ran off the graphic. We'll go back into the game graphic here, yeah. So I only had it up to 1 for overtime. We're barely going to 2. All right, so here we go. Double overtime, 1:35 left to go. Breaking the timeout huddle. Kentucky with the basketball. Wheeler, free throw circle, and a turnover. Turnover by Wheeler. Took too many steps at the free throw circle. Michigan State gets it back in Kentucky right now. They're just losing it. They're just losing it together right now. Hey, thanks so much, Alex. Appreciate it, man. 1:30 left to go. Michigan State pass midcourt. 1 timeout remaining for both of these teams. They slow it down. 1:20 left to go on the clock. Top of the key. Into the hands of Malik Hall. He's been massive. 2 clutch buckets to tie up the game and force overtime. And both the end of the second and OT itself. Wow. Huge contact. Damian Collins got a block and he got the block, but Lance Ware. Again, Lance Ware with a reach and foul before the Collins block. Man, they're just going right after Lance Ware. That's now 4 by Lance Ware. He's barely been in the game. 14 minutes and 4 personal fouls by Lance Ware. First one's good by Michigan State by Tyson Walker. They're just hunting down Lance Ware right now. Second free throw, and that is good. Tyson Walker puts Michigan State up by 4. Without Oscar Tshiebwe, it's been tough sledding by for Kentucky in this overtime. Lance Ware in some big foul trouble himself, and hasn't played many minutes tonight. Tyson Walker's been out on the floor for 45 minutes for Michigan State. Kick out to the corner, deflected far side of the floor. Guess who? Tyson Walker comes out with a steal. Pass ahead, Akins. Gets it knocked loose out of bounds. It will stay Michigan State basketball. Wow, that was not a foul out in transition by Kentucky. Michigan State will get it back. That was some contact to it right there with the left hand, but yeah, Lance Ware could have very well picked up his 5th. Last touch by Kentucky. Lucky that he's on the floor right now. 48.8 seconds left to go. Michigan State will get the inbound. Referees are looking to see who it's last touched by. I think it's out by C.J. Frederick. That looked like it last left Frederick's hands. Yeah, looks like it last touched off of Frederick. $48.8 left to go in the game. Inbound coming up for Michigan State. Up by 4, looking to keep that number growing in the final minute. Handoff from Hall to Walker. 45 seconds left, 20 in the shot clock. Michigan State looking to call game right here and take this one home with an exclamation point. Walker outside to Hauser. Back into the hands of Walker. 8 in the shot clock. Floats it up over the top. They do. Sissoko up on the rooftop again with the alley-oop jam. Tyson Walker, playmake. All throughout this game, 46 minutes, 6 assists coming at a clutch time. Puts the Michigan State lead by 6. And a tie-up off the rebound possession arrow. Michigan State. 18 seconds remaining, and Tom Izzo and his squad's going to win the game in double overtime. What a game. 18 seconds left to go. Michigan State will get the inbounds. 9-0 run by Michigan State they've been on the last 3.5 minutes to close this one out. Thanks so much, Rels. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, before you sign off, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA games here on the channel. Feel free to come in for the next one, Kansas versus Duke. Matty Sissoko with his explosiveness just took over this game with Tyson Walker with his ability to play make there out on the floor. Lobbed rep by Sissoko. Oh, it sure will, Bradley. Steven, thanks so much for joining in, man. Travis, welcome to the stream, brother. What a game. (16-9) by Sissoko. So they took over once Shibwe fouled out. 9-0 run in 3.5 minutes by Michigan State, looking to close it out right at midcourt. We get a whistle. And Kentucky picks up a foul with 13.6 seconds. Yep, definitely should have been ranked this week. I was shocked to see Tennessee still in the top 25. When they lost against Colorado, Colorado lost against Grambling. Thanks so much, Logan. Appreciate it, man. Free throws here at the line for Michigan State. First one's good by Tyson Walker. Feel free to join in. Kansas versus Duke, separate live stream. I already got that one scheduled in. You guys are welcome to join in for Kansas versus Duke, number 6 versus number 7. And a little bit from now. Second free throw good by Michigan State. Tyson Walker down the home stretch. He has been tremendous. 14 points in 46 minutes. 46 minutes by Joey Hauser. Led this game, led his team throughout the whole game, scoring 23 points. Made 4 threes out of 7 total threes made. Yeah, definitely. This game felt like a March Madness game. I remember last year, Notre Dame against Rutgers in the first 4. That game was wild. I think it went into I think it was double OT. That one went into 2. That game was just wild. That game had no defense, though. It was in the 90s, I'm pretty sure, for the score. Damian Collins here at the free throw line missed the first one for Kentucky. So we got 3 seconds left, and Michigan State will get their second one of the season. First one against a top 5 team this season. They honestly, they could be one of the top teams in all college basketball if they were able to pull that one off against Gonzaga. I think we found out that day that Gonzaga is ranked much higher than they should be. In my opinion, the 2 teams that stuck out to me so far have been Houston and Baylor. Both of those teams are crushing their opponents so far. Back at the free throw line, Malik Hall. You can thank him. Reason why Michigan State won this game because of 2 clutch dunks at the end of the second and the end of overtime to force both of the OTs. First one good. Largest lead by Michigan State tonight. What a game in the Champions Classic. 86-77 as we have gone final. Michigan State wins over Kentucky tonight. I'll be back in a little bit covering Kansas versus Duke. Feel free to join in for that one. Wow, what a wild game. Unbelievable game between these 2 teams. Before I sign off, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. We'll close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Rajip, Russell, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Braden, Reynaldo, Bino, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Ehino, Joseph, Vegas, Michael, Wick, Woody, Warren. I am Ghost, Kelly, Arahan, Nicolette, Roderick, Bless Brian, HD Sports Talk, Didi, Isaiah, Bruin, Cody F, Steven, Siegel, Tristan, Woo Pig, Ace, Ian, Oink Oink, Happy MT Dude, Mike, Robin, and Johnny Cash. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the stream. Wow, what a game to start off the Champions Classic tonight here as Michigan State wins. Double OT. A thriller. 86-77 final score. Thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night.